What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Control Alt Love Me podcast. I was unaware that spring started on March 20th. I thought it started on like the 22nd, but hey, good. So we are on March 22nd, and I want to talk about how, which I've hinted or spoke about this before, like how January 1st doesn't feel like a new year for me. And I try to do the New Year's resolutions and I try to like stick to them and everything, but it's during a time when it's literally freezing outside. Well, for 80% of us people, there's some golden flowers that are in Florida, or I'm not sure if Texas stays hot year round, or Arizona, places like that. They're somewhere where it's hot year round. But me here in Kentucky, it was cold, snowy, and it was a challenge for me to like go to the gym. And I know I can like exercise at home, which is awesome. But there is this TikToker I follow, D'Angelo DeBerry or whatever. He's like, you said you're going to work out at home, but you never do. It never follows through. Just get that gym membership. And he was right. I got the gym membership and I went like out of the 31 days of January, probably went like 29, 28 of those because there was a snowstorm. So, hey. But February, it got a little hazy. And then March, March, I got a cold in like the March 6th through like the 10th or the 11th. I think everybody was getting that. And like, yeah, it just took over. And I don't like going to the gym when I'm sick. And I don't know, but I think somebody else went to the gym when they were sick, and then it's a trickle effect. It's like a domino. You hit that domino, and it knocks over all of them. Like I think that's could possibly be what happened, but hey, it's fine. Um, but on a lighter note, uh, I have gone 4 days without eating my. I like to get this potato chips and cheese dip. It was like my comfort food. I've gone 4 days without eating that. So I'm gonna insert some clapping sounds. Or I'm gonna clap, yay! And then it's been 2 days since I've eaten fast food, and then one day since I've eaten like I have to break it down, y'all. I gotta break it down. There's levels to this. There's I have a specific sector for my chips and dip. I have a specific sector for fast food, for restaurants, and then what some people try to like not put in a category, but like the hot bar at grocery stores, that's still technically not healthy for you because it's usually like party wings or chicken tenders, fries, mac and cheese, all that stuff. Like just because it's not at an actual fast food restaurant, it's still considered fast food to me. So gone one day without that. So yep. And I'm gonna keep it going. And I wanted to talk about something. So I looked at my weight from January 1st, or I took it December 31st, and that's technically the first of the year. Where took it December 31st, and then I just took it like 2 days ago, and I've gained a pound. I haven't lost any weight. I've gained a pound, but over these past 3 months, so January, February, March, I have gained mental mental toughness. I'm able to lift more. I'm able to my cardio. I'm able to be on the elliptical longer, walk longer, things like that. But I would like to also lose the weight as well. And that, like I said, falls back on me. The food portion, which I told y'all, like the 4 days have not ate the chips and dip. And I don't care if it's just one for anybody out there. Like I said, this is a speaking on your progress thing. Even if you have to start over a million times, because I've had to. I've had to start over a million gazillion times. Um, but even if it's only been 30 seconds, hey, pat yourself on the back. Because I'm one of those people like, I always have in the back of my head, like, for some reason, what's the point of eating healthy? What if, I know it's so weird to say. I know. Don't quote me. But what if you don't wake up tomorrow and you didn't eat that chip or you didn't eat that cookie? But don't think like that. Don't think like that all the time. With some things, yes, YOLO, But when it comes to like your health, you gotta think a little bit smarter. Um, and speaking of that, with my health, I got this book. I thought it was for the individual, but it's for a parent teaching their child how to intuitively eat. And I'm gonna do a whole episode on that once I get an actual book that's about me teaching myself how to intuitively eat. But yeah, um, so I brought that back to the library today. But definitely intuitively eating is what I'm moving towards. I was more focused on calorie counting, and I was getting hard on myself. I was like, oh, I ate a little bit over. I have to burn this specific amount of calories. And I know some people don't like AI, but typed into AI, they were like, don't overexert yourself to try to burn that excess amount of calories over that you ate, because then it's gonna cause issues over the course of time. And I understand that. But I have this app now. It's called, and it falls in line with what intuitive eating is. I can't give you a full on definition, not the best perfect definition, but mostly like it's not calorie counting based. It's just what you think feels right for your body and what you think doesn't feel right for your body. I know that eating 10 cheeseburgers doesn't feel right for my body, but maybe just eating one feels right for my body. You get it? And this app that I have, it's called See What You Eat. It's like a visual diary for the food that you're eating. So it has, so you select the time. So I'm gonna eat breakfast at 5, and it added snacks in there. I don't really eat snacks, but it's asking you to incorporate those. So I'm gonna figure that out too. But so I'm gonna eat at 5 o'clock in the morning, maybe like 11 or 12, and then 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening. And like before you eat your meal, just take a picture of it, you know. And I feel like that will, well, for me, it's helping a little bit to just see what I'm eating throughout the day. And for the most part, I usually know the around the ballpark of the calories. So yeah. Oh, there's my thing. But yeah. And let me get into. I got some questions set up for myself that I want to um, get into today. So it's getting into, how do I feel now that spring is here compared to earlier this year? And I kind of got into that, but I feel really good. I am a outside person or an outdoorsy person. I like to be out in nature. If you watch my YouTube channel, you have seen me go on a few hikes already for this year, and there's going to be more to come. Um, I would like to go to Cumberland Falls. Going to try and figure that out. I don't want to go alone. I'm gonna see if there's someone that can go with me, but um, if I go alone, I go alone. I don't want to beg anybody to, in which I can get into that topic too. When you feel like sometimes you have to beg people to do things with you, sometimes it's best to just do it alone. Sometimes it's just best to do it alone. And I am content with that. I am okay with that. All right. Thank you. So, yes, I just feel really good about spring. Um, I'm trying to set some things up for myself. I want to do more, not just with the health and fitness. I want to do more with the podcasting, more with YouTube, more with starting a business. Like, I want to do more. I I feel mentally more stable. Um, and I'll get into that in a little bit. So let me focus. Mm. So the next question is, what does spring represent for me personally? And it has some options here like reset, growth, or continuation. Yeah, definitely. I think a combination of all three. I am resetting my mind because I spoke to my brother about this. He was asking about my health and fitness journey. I was like, I fell off. He was like, that's okay. It happens to everybody. And like I said, this weekend, the one right now, that I was going to reset my mind, reset everything. And within that, like I said, I didn't eat the fast food for these past 2 days. I've eaten at home. I made my version of dirty rice, sort of, kind of. I didn't make it spicy, but you know. And then I got some bagels and some breakfast sausage and an egg. And I seared the egg in the skillet, like just drop it in there, and then you flip it. And then I put some strawberry jam on it. Bagel, sausage, egg, cheese bagel. That's what I made. It's really good. Um, and comparably to restaurants I've gone to, it's way better when you make it at home. I'm just letting you know, y'all. When you know exactly what you want to put into your food, it tastes way better at home. And I feel more fulfilled. I really do. And also, when I ate for at home this weekend, I didn't feel heavy or brought down or anything. I just felt chill and content, you know? So happy about that. Um, so let me see. Oh, here's a question I want to get into. What did I do consistently that worked? I believe what I did consistently was at least show up to the gym, even if I just stretched, or even if I just used the massage chair. Um, I was just trying to get into the mode of just go, just go in there, because a stretch is always going to be needed. Um, a a little 10 to 15 minute massage chair is always going to be needed. You have to reset your nervous system or reset your body sometimes. So that's what I did consistently, and I want to improve that consistency a little bit more because it dwindled off. But this time, um, even if I took like 3 or 4 days off of the gym, because in the past, if I took 3 or 4 days off, it would be completely over that the journey for the gym. I wouldn't go back. But with me starting that consistently, even just going just to, like I said, stretch or even just walk for a little bit, even stay for like 15, 20 minutes, that set the tone for me wanting to go back, you know? And just knowing that each time I go, it doesn't have to be a high intensity. Is it the main thing is just going, you know? And of course there's gonna be days of high intensity. Yeah. But I had to balance it out. So yep, that's what I did consistently. And that was the only thing because the food was not consistent, but I promise it's on the way. And these past 2 days, it is. And I'm going to tell y'all some more news of what I'm doing now to like this whole transformation of me. I'm going to tell y'all some more news. But okay. When did I notice myself starting to give in or lose focus? I would say the latter part of February going into March. And I believe that is the time when a lot of people who started their January journeys, when they start to like be like, okay, is this worth it? Should I give up? is I'm not seeing that much progress, but you think that you're not seeing progress, but the progress is in the going. The progress is in, like I said, you're able to lift more weight. I started off with 10-pound weights. Now I can, with the dumbbells above my head, I can do 30-pound weights. I want to move it up to 35, 40, 50. I've seen women do 50 and 60. So we're going to get there. I'm going to do it, y'all. But yep, that's where I started giving. Oh, okay. What small decisions added up to the bigger setbacks? The small decisions were not, like what I just said, like, thinking, oh, I don't need to go today. I don't even need to stretch. I'm good on stretching. I'm good on massage. I don't need to go today. That was my decisions, and it added up. Like, but so the last time I've gone to the gym was the 17th, and it's the 22nd now. So I'm gonna dedicate at least the last part of March. I'm gonna go every single day. So I'm gonna go today, and I want to do 1 hour of cardio daily. It could be the treadmill, elliptical, Probably only about 10 minutes of the Stairmaster, maybe 15, but that's about it. That's all I can give. But there's this, she's an influencer. She says 30 minutes on the Stairmaster, and she looks amazing. I know. I'm gonna get there. I want to look amazing. Well. Let me reframe that. I look amazing now. You have to start saying. You have to say that no matter where you are in your journey, you have to look at yourself and say, I look amazing at any weight that I am. I look amazing at if I'm happy today or if I'm sad today. I look amazing even if I don't get validation from others. Anything. I look amazing. I am amazing. You have to start speaking to yourself like that because at the end of the day, you are not all that you have, but you are your top priority and your top cheerleader. You have to be. No, nobody else has enough time to like, because we're all living our lives, right? Nobody else has enough time to devote to you fully to get you to see your light, get you to see how amazing you are and how awesome you are. They can, however, pop in every once in a while and yes, tell you how awesome you are. But you have to pour into yourself. You have to. And I have learned that along this journey. And even today, even with like small things too, with my hair, I'm doing something different with my hair. I was talking to my hair today. I know that sounds probably funny, but I was like, I love you, hair. You are beautiful. You are my hair. You are awesome. You're growing. You're thriving. I was saying that to my hair. And you can insert whatever on your body that you feel. Like you could talk about your elbow. If you're insecure about your elbow, be like, my elbow is the most beautifulest elbow in the world. I love it. And it has been here to hold my head up all these years. So yeah. Okay. Let me see. Okay. This is going to be a couple more questions. What rules or boundaries do I refuse to compromise on? So now I refuse to compromise on convenience. Or let me see. Let me see if I can explain that. If I don't have, say I didn't get my meal prep for the day or bring that with me, like my healthy meal that I'm going to eat for lunch today, I'm not going to compromise and eat fast food that day. Or let me see if I can break this down better. I'm not going to go for the convenient option, which is something like quick and easy and like that's mostly unhealthy. I'm going to, if there's options there that are healthy, I'm going to get that option. And if there's not, then I'll wait till I get home. I'll do that. I'm not going to compromise on just because I'm hungry right now. Because I can get myself to wait a little bit or defer eating for a little bit to stay on track. I can do it. It's a mental thing. And usually I'm not going out that long and I can just wait till I get home. I'm usually not going out that long, so I won't compromise on that. All right, I think that's all the questions that I have. So I want to segue into something that I started. So I started this, well, two things. So I'm pretty sure I've spoken about it before. I have PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. But basically, you have more male hormones in your body, and you get like male-like hair grown here on your chin. And at first, I had the irregular cycles, but for like 3 years, for the most part, I cut out fast food and bad eating, and I de-stressed myself, and I got my cycle back in order. So, and that's another thing. I want to make sure that I don't fall back into eating the fast food so much that it messes up my body again. So that's a major thing that I would like to not compromise on. I don't want to compromise on putting away my regular cycle and my regulating my hormones, you know? So yeah. So with that, right now I am taking this supplement. It's called inositol. And so with PCOS, you have higher insulin levels, or you're not able to break down your insulin, something like that. So with that, I'm taking the inositol. It's helping with that. And I found this sugar blocker or appetite suppressor or regulator, one of the two, I don't know. But it's called chromium phenolate. And you just take one of those daily. And I'm only on day 2, so I'm not sure. Well, I think it said like at least 3 to 7 days, max 2 weeks to see the effects of it. But that would be my Achilles heel. I would get like the sugary foods all the time. My main thing, I'm just gonna say it, like the cookies and cream ice cream, so good with the hot fudge. Mm, I'm thinking about it right now. Let me stop. But yeah, so I'm gonna give y'all updates on that. And um, yes, so okay, and just give me more updates. Tomorrow is my weekly therapy session. I'm going every Monday at 2 o'clock, and uh, yeah, I I just want to keep going, you know, and I don't want to get into my head. Like there was a period of time when I was getting into my head, like even all the things I've accomplished, I was getting into my head like you're not gonna be able to accomplish anymore. But that's going away now. I definitely feel like there's nothing that can stop me now. There's nothing in my way, and I decide where this train is going. I decide. Um, oop, am I too close? I decide how much work I'm willing to put in because I've seen what could happen if I put the work in with the weight loss and the health. Because I've lost about 65 pounds. I'm stuck there. I want to lose I want to lose the other 65 pounds. I want to get under 200 pounds. I have not been under 200 pounds, not even since freaking middle school. So yeah, I've always been a big one, but it's okay. It's gonna be such a gratituitous, is that a word? Or maybe I just made it up. A gratuitous moment. I'm gonna be so grateful when I get under that 200 pounds. You won't even know. I was so happy when I got under the 300 pounds too. Like it felt, it felt like something that was unattainable. And now under the 200 pounds feel like it's something unattainable. But I gotta stop thinking like that, like I said. So let me rewire. Getting under the 200 pounds, it's very attainable. I feel it in my bones. I'm ready. It's going to happen. Um, so from April to December, I don't know if that is enough time to get down. So I'm at 264. I don't know if that's enough time to get down to 199. I'm not going to stress myself out about it. But if I can get close at least down to like 230 or 220 before this year is over, I am good. I am content. Yes. Uh, but yeah, let me see what other. I'm gonna make sure my episode. I'm gonna see what y'all like. Well, I don't really get many comments, but I'm gonna ask y'all like, do y'all like structured podcast episodes? Sometimes I do. I'm a podcast listener. I have it in my ear all day at work too. Like I listen to podcasts. Poor Minds podcast. Listen to Healing with Dr. J. I think that's his name. Bad Moms, Good Choices, something like that. I listen to those podcasts. I'm not a mom, but I still listen to their podcasts. Like I hear about their mom issues that are going through, which is it's cool. You don't have to exactly go through what that person's going through to listen to their podcast, you know? So yeah. Um I don't know how long I've been on here today. That's cool. Oh, oh, I see it here. 25 minutes. That's good. It's different. So I can't wait. I want to find a partner to do this with eventually. So I'm. This is going to be episode 24, I think. Let me check. I think this is going to be episode 24. So by let me. I want to at least by episode 30. I would like to have somebody join the podcast with me. But I don't know who. But we'll see. Yeah, yeah. This is going to be episode 24. But like I said, I'm doing 100 episodes. I may not stop at the 100, but I'm doing 100 episodes of this podcast for my 100 times method challenge. You're supposed to you pick one thing and do it repetitively 100 times. And it's not about being the greatest at it. No, it's about showing up each time and doing it, you know? So I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep doing it. Yeah. Oh, well, I guess I can tell y'all this last thing here. I won't show you my hair because it's under construction, but on March 3rd, I haven't told anybody, but on March 3rd, I started my locks again. I had locks back in like maybe 2018 ish, and then in 2020. So I had it like 2 times. Yeah, I got 2 sets of locks. Yeah, but I got them back, and they're under here. They're under construction right now. So it's like week 3 of the starter locks, and I just keep them covered, unless I put like them into like barrel twist or something. But right now they're a little crazy, and that's why like earlier I was speaking to my hair like you're beautiful, your hair is beautiful, everything's beautiful because a lot of people they call this stage the ugly face, but I don't think it's ugly. I used to have that mindset with like starter locks when I first got them, but when you're a veteran, I guess, of locks, my third go around, um, I think it's a beautiful process, and every stage of it is beautiful. Even when they're just what's it called? Like looks like a little um, cool little tree roots. I think that is a good correlation with Afro hair um, or black people's hair all over. It looks like roots of a tree or like a placenta. Have you seen the life source? The life source is the placenta, and it has like it looks like the roots of a tree, and it's so beautiful. Um, that's how I think Afro hair looks, and that's how I think my hair looks right now too, and that's so beautiful. Um, let's speak about that because sometimes it's often I hear like black women say they don't want to wear their hair out. I understand, I get it, but like I feel like black people are the chosen ones to have hair like this, to have the thicker hair, the tighter hair, the curls, the coils. It's a small percentage. We're that small percentage of people that have hair that grows like this, and I I, I feel honored. I do. I feel honored to have my curly, kinky coils, you know. And don't get me wrong. When you're first learning how to do your hair, that's why I would shave. I shaved my hair off multiple times. I'm not going to be sit here and be a hypocrite. I've shaved my hair off a lot of times because I didn't feel like dealing with it and didn't have access to all the cool products that we have now. They have all the cool, the best curl activators, the best moisturizers, everything. And I'm so happy. I'm happy that it has progressed. Yes. But 10 years ago, maybe 10, 15 years ago, it wasn't as advanced as it is now. Like it was so beautiful to see though, the natural hair journey and all the YouTubers they were getting into the natural hair. I was still trying to figure it out too. But if my hair wasn't locked right now, I have products that I love that can work for my curl pattern. If I ever were to take these out again, I know what to do now. Hey, I know what to do. Um, but yeah, um, we're coming in on like the 30-minute mark. So I think I am going to end the podcast here. I feel good. And next week I want to start like a series. I want to have it evolve the series, like episode, not like, what's it called? Um, how can I describe this? I want to have an overarching theme, and then under that have many topics about that overarching theme. And it's going to be like a 7 episode series within the Control Alt Love Me podcast. So I can stay on track with stuff and like y'all can understand what's going on. So I'm going to do that, going to work on that. And I want to, well, I'm not sure if you're going to answer if y'all like structured episodes or if you just like the flow. So, but I like a little bit of both. I like starting off with asking the questions and me answering them because it's just me. And then at the latter part of the episode, just me giving y'all an update on me and what I got going on and what I want to work on, improve, because that's the premise of this podcast. Like, it's all about continuous improvement because, one, you're always going to be improving yourself. There's always going to be something to improve. And healing is a lifelong journey, growth is a lifelong journey. Becoming the best version of yourself is a lifelong journey. I feel like those things never end. So that's the meat and potatoes of what this podcast is about. Continuing growth, continuing learning, continuing healing. And I will see y'all next week. I'm gonna be back here next week. I want to start doing the same day. So I'm gonna probably record every Sunday. Try to every Sunday or every other Sunday and upload on Sundays for y'all. Keep it the same day every time I post so we can have structure. So, bye, guys.